Right. Oh, my butt's stuck to the chair. It's a nice day out here today. I'm in a very happy state of bliss. I'm doing YouTube, Facebook. No Rumble today. So, just so you know, my Rumble video that I did, it must have been good and on the mark. Boop, boop. Can't find it with my other secret account on Rumble. I can't even look it up. So they're shadow banning me on the video, the chart video that I just posted on my Telegram. If you have not seen that, it's probably a good idea to go at what do you call it? I'm gonna answer you, Chris, and I say N-O. N-O to your we are all F-U-C-K-E-D, though. And I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're not. Mm-mm. I don't believe in that. So it might be a little windy here, a little breezy. So basically, I'm going to tie in a bunch of things. If you guys did not watch the Phil Godlewski live, you need to go watch that, plus the other video with the Rich Dad radio show. Both of them can be watched at 1.25 or 1.5 until you get to the Q&A, and then in Phil's show, just listen to it at normal speed, because I have to go rewatch a couple of things. So, yes, everything is whack, but Chris, when you go watch those videos, just put your thoughts aside as to how upside down the world is and think the world is going to be flipped right side up with us winning soon. And so now, normally, I don't know the dates thing, but I mentioned this to a guy today. So, I went and bought a little bit more silver today, just for shits and giggles. It was like not a lot, a couple coins, whatevs. And there was a guy, an older man in front of me, and he had a bike helmet on, and he saw my basket, my bike basket, my arm. And he goes, "That looks like it belongs to a bike." And I said, "It surely does." And I said, "That looks like it belongs to a bike." And we were waiting quite a while in line. And I don't even know how it said, but I can't remember even how it was. Oh, he said something about being woke. Oh, you're not one of those woke people. And I'm like, N-O. I go, I'm so far from woke. I go, I bitch about people who are woke. And I said, I wish they would know what's the distraction behind being woke or whatever. And I said, did you hear about August 22nd? And like I had heard it in the news the other day, but I paid attention to it, of course, me. But he goes, no. And I said, well, all of the BRICS are getting together in Johannesburg. And it looks pretty confident that they're going to gold-backed currency. Now, this guy's probably 80 plus on an electric bike. It's really funny. And he's like, you don't say. He goes, you're probably one of the smartest people I've talked to in a while. It's just like, thanks. I said, so if the rest of the world is trading with gold, like how are the United States and Canada not supposed to? Like, we can't continue on if the rest of the the rest of flat earth is going to gold back cryptocurrency. So go watch the video where I do the chart diagram. So what's happening is the BRICS people are meeting in Johannesburg. Oh, look at this. You guys, okay, I mentioned this in my videos the last couple of weeks. When they go to gold-backed currency, people, when they go to gold-backed currency, what did Russia just do to Africa? $23 billion in debt. Ding! Why? Why, people? Anyone? Because fake fiat currency has no value anymore. So what's going to happen very quickly, and was described and reiterated, not only kind of how I did it on my show very loosely and whatever on my chart video, but Rich Dad describes it, where the guy he has with, I think his name's Andy, very smart guy, says what's going to happen is the rest of the world is going to say, here, United States and Canada, you can have your money back. We don't want it. We don't need it. We're never trading with it again. It's toilet paper to us. So all of the wars that they've been stockpiling, all this cash, US cash, pretty soon, nothing. So August 22nd, when these countries say, yes, we're all going to be trading with gold and back cryptocurrency based on our country's resources, and it's all in the blockchain, where it's all like controlled, where it's unhackable. You can't go and steal people's money. Countries can't go and loan people money and steal people's money, because it's all attached. DNA specific. When it's in the Russia DNA vault, it's in the DNA vault. Okay? Frequencies cannot attack that. So now our fiat currency is going to be like Venezuela's, where they're like making art out of it. It's going to be worth shit. Nothing. Zero. Are you guys following along with why? Because this money has been regulated by the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, all of those OPEC people, you know, whatever, that control the oil prices, the cartels, all of that is going to have no value anymore, because they can't rig the interest rates. So we're going to see interest rates go like to 20% or something, because why? BlackRock, let's talk about BlackRock and Vanguard, those two big companies I did a chart video on, I think in 2020, and I described how they own every single thing is owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. Now, I know you've been hearing this for years. I've been hearing it for years. However, the rest of the world pushing on the gold back DNA unhackable currency, that's all part of NESARA or GESARA, the Global Economic Security and Reformation Act. Now, it might not look like that big chart we've all seen where blah, 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 blah. But what happens if we have a cyber attack and one or two buildings or banks are like, all of a sudden, interest rates go up. People are just like, well, I can't afford my house. I can't afford to eat. People are going to go, no. And then it's going to implode. It's going to crash. So the people who have been saving money and using it and buying it and selling it in the fiat currency on the stock market for years, they've all been keeping these banks afloat. Okay? That's whose money is keeping these banks afloat. In the United States, the money, 42% of money loaned out is from student loans. That is never, ever, ever gonna be paid back in a bazillion years. None of that, ever. So what has to happen? A cyber attack. Wipe out all the debt. Whoops. There's Jacera. Oh wait, they tried to do the EBS last week. We learned this on Phil's show, what exactly happened. Kind of what I suspected, but I didn't know CERN was still a thing they were using. But they used CERN to try and stop the EBS. So when that happened, they were actually able to take over CERN. I thought they took over CERN last year. So, anyways, I want to talk about a few things. I made little notes today. So, I did most of it. So the guys talked about bail-ins instead of bailouts. They're equally as shitty and everybody will lose their money, okay? It basically means the people who have saved the money are the ones keeping these corporations alive. Yeah, so if you've got like money in the United States in a 401k, I don't know anything. I don't know shit about 401ks or how the United States works with their money, but I know that Phil keeps talking about rolling that over into gold or silver. Now, if you lose all of that money, and you've heard this over and over again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can see writing on the wall every time I go in to buy silver. So, anyways, the biggest savers will lose all of the assets as they're only protected by $250,000. So they talked about on this Rich Dad about how SVB Bank had people who had like $10 billion, trillion dollars or $10 billion in this SVB Bank. Why would you keep all your money in a bank? You're only guaranteed $250,000. Do you see that? So it's invisible money, money laundering. That's what that was. Yes, I'm talking in a sarcastic accent today. Because I find this is really funny. Okay, another thing that was brought up, and I'll re-bring it up because I've done a video on it, is the servers in Germany. You guys, I'm going to say this for the millionth time. Okay, like I said this about voting and all this bullshit before. They're all rigged. Everything you've done ever in your life, you gone to a little voting machine check or you mail in check. It's all fake. It's all rigged. All of it. All of it. Even having those voting machine skittle things in another country is treasonous. Okay? So all of this had to be exposed. Watch the water. Ooh, there's a little bird that flew out. Maybe it was a big bird. Watch the water, I think, means watch the watermarks on some of the ballots. They can trace everything. Everything's recorded, you guys. Everything. So, yes. So I have a lot of woohoo! With magpies flying around. Woohoo! Because I really do believe that we are eminently close. And let's just do some calculations. Let me take a sip of my lemonade. Yeah, I had to get some lemonade on the way home. I was parched. So let's just talk about some of the things that it's August 1st tomorrow. Tomorrow is also starting. I'm going to read these comments in a moment. On the 8th is the Lionsgate portal. And that, ooh, I said that at 13:31 in that video. And also, September, ooh, the thing, boom, when they say all of these revaluations and things should be done, quietly in the background, people signing NDAs, all of that stuff is supposed to happen before September 24th. And September 24th, if you take away 13 days, I'll let you figure that one out. That would be September 11 or 7/11. Maybe there is going to be a big announcement of that to the whole entire world because we were supposed to have that on September 11th of 2001. So, and Phil confirmed, ooh, look at my goosebumps now. Look at my goosebumps when I said that, you guys. Whoop. Okay, so Phil confirmed something, and I think I made a mention of it the other day on Facebook. I don't think I said it on YouTube. But I made a mention of, he kind of had a look on his face like Hillary did. You know, imagine if there was a head cam on JFK Jr. in the van. That's what the face would have been like. I think he saw JFK Jr. Phil said, yeah, I started laughing. I don't know. I think that's funny. So, sarcastic accent, exactly. Yes, I have a sarcastic accent. It is a t-shirt moment. I should just write it on here. So I don't want you guys to be negative because if you're negative, that means you're dragging back the collective consciousness and moving forward into a new timeline. Timelines are converging. You know who's helping converge that information is this Devin guy, Devin Archer. Wasn't there like a comic book guy called Archer? I don't know what his role was, but that would be interesting. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can read some comments. Hi, Tamara from Australia. Okay, so dollars will come back to us, and yeah, Bueller, yeah. What's my Telegram? So if you put in t.me// Raven Moonstone Art, all one word, Kerbang, I will come up. And they've been shadow banning me on there as well, so I had to take off my comments chat from a long time ago. So keep your vibes super positive and super happy. You know how I think of it right now? I was saying to Taco, I'm like, I'm living every day like it's my last day in the 3D Matrix where you're just trying to do cheap, fun stuff. I can go, paddleboarding only costs me $20 if I pay for the bus. You know, so I like trying to keep things very very, very light and lighthearted, and just spend my time enjoying myself. That's what we're here for. Thank you. Oh, got engaged yesterday. Congratulations. Archie. No, not Archie comments. Yes, I'm flashing pink and green today. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's quite something. NSW. Where's that NS? That's New South Wales. I'm so bad with. Oh, you're pregnant. Congratulations. Whoop whoop. I think Raven's a good name for a boy or a girl. I don't know. I'm saying. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna do some card reading. I'm so sarcastic. So sarcastic today, but I feel so full of love. Yeah, I do. I rode my bike all over the city today. And I'm going to give a shout out to all my Calgary friends. I want to do a little outing someday. Someday soon where we can just either do a paddle or a float or something. Wouldn't that be fun to do a Calgary float? All the freedom. I see people with pirates. We could have like our Save the Children. That would be awesome. I did have a pizza floaty with a Pizzagate hashtag on it, but that was in 2020 and nobody got it, so they weren't there yet. I was. Okay, I got 4 cards here. Ooh-wee, I love it. Frog, which is about cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. Actually, you know, I've been cleaning a lot of stuff out. That's a good card. The Fire Fairy, which is creative action and optimism. What did I just say? Keep your vibes positive. Oh, I love this. Restriction. Restrictions is not a bad card. I'm going to read the restriction card. And love. Oh, I got the love card again. This has happened a couple of times. Let's have a looky-loo. Yeah, I saw that. The 2 JFK seniors. Yeah. Okay, so congratulations. His name is Jackson Towns. Oh, that's my son's middle name, Jackson, spelled just like that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Aw, so cute. I have 3 boys, so I can feel for you there. Okay, I was going to read restriction. And any mom of 3 or more boys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a common noise. Restriction. This marker brings notice of restriction in all things. You are a prisoner of your own making or at the mercy of that which is temporarily out of reach. Ooh, 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 ooh. You aren't able to move forward constructively at at this time. Be patient, pay attention to the next right action, and the sooner you know, the prison doors will swing open and you will yet again proceed to a greater goal. For now, take this opportunity to rest, taking stock of where you are and where you've come from, and ask, how did I get here? What am I not seeing? What needs repairing? Once answers come, so does relief from the bondage of circumstances in mind. And love pops in right after that. So you get that? Do some cleaning of the house with some creative action, okay? To unblock your restrictions and make sure you're doing it all in love. And love is going to be so abundant. It already is abundant, but I think it's going to be more realized very soon. I love that card reading. I always like it when we get the frog. You know, it is about releasing emotional baggage. So there, Chris, that's partly to you because you're like, oh, we're in a terrible situation. See? It's just saying, don't think like that. Don't think like that. We're almost free. I do believe that. There is no 2024 election. No 24 election. There will be no election. Okay? Hammer that into yourselves. No election. Why? I just told you. Because all that crap is going to be revealed about how every country's elections have been rigged. Yes, you too. Yeah, wherever you live, sure. Yeah, you too. Everything had to be controlled. Everything. Controlled. And now we're moving to a different way of living. So it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, I'm super happy. It feels like I've been talking for an hour, but it's only been 20 minutes. That's how much I've told you guys in a short period of time. So, I've been having a spectacular time. I've done lots of paddleboarding. My last paddleboarding was super exhausting. Make sure you check the wind speed. Obama's daughters, fake daughters, when you're out paddleboarding with your dad and your chef. Because sometimes you can get caught out there in a river and the wind will blow you right back upstream. It's so hard. 34 to 40 kilometers an hour. If you just sit there, you will safely make it to shore. It won't be the shore you planned on, but you will make it to shore. Or you can paddle for an extra 2 hours and get to the shore you're planning on. Yes, so I've been trying to get some exercise and get rid of my bingo wings. These things here, look, they're slowly getting off. If I compare videos, it's from pumping paddleboard PSI, 15 PSI. I've never made it to 15 PSI. I'm not gonna lie. I got to 13 and a half. That's it. I can't do it. I can't do it, you guys. I'm not... I said it. I admitted guilt. Just pump it to 15 PSI. Use a car pump or whatever. You know. Save yourselves. But go out and have some fun. Ground yourself 15, 20 minutes. Actually 20 to 30 minutes. I'd even do 30 to 40 minutes now. Because things are going to get a lot more hectic and people are going to feel a lot more stressed out when they start seeing that everything we said was true. It's kind of interesting because it's not like they're full of shame, but it's like, oh, yeah. Or they tell it to you like it's your idea and you're like, wow, that's amazing. I did not know that. So just pretend it's a new day every day. And you're new to this information too, even though we've been chirping it for 3 or 4 years, whatever. Some people 20, whatever. We're almost there, kids. So everyone go have some laughs today. Stay in your happy vibes and we'll get through it. And please go watch those videos. I think you'll feel as happy as I do. And just to reiterate, somebody made a comment about Snowden to Phil last night. I think it was last night. Well, I don't know. I watched the video this morning. Yes, I guess it was yesterday. And so, putting it together, Snowden was a character, and the guy you see as Snowden is a character. And the guy who actually had to do the role of Snowden would have never been called Snowden for the last 10 years. Because he probably would have been not allowed to do his show like he is now as Phil Godlewski. That's just my opinion. Okay? My sarcastic hands today. Anyways, I love you guys. You're just amazing for staying in these happy vibes and knowing we're almost there. We're almost there. I'm super excited. So I'm going to try and make some more boarding videos. If you didn't watch my paddleboarding video because it was too hectic, that's on you. That's not my problem. I'm just kidding. Have a good day, everybody. I'm going to go cough my brains out. I love you.